they're not going to go into the playoffs as the defending champs and lose at home. They're going to have to go on the road in the second round and lose there. The heart of a champion, as Rudy Tomjanovich would say. Never underestimate the heart of a champion.
You're going against Bang Bang Niner Gang?
Yeah, I'm not a Niner.
You're going against Glock Purdy and Mac 10?
Glock Purdy? Oh,
yeah, shout out to my sister for her fun 49er puns.
Hey, Brianna, get a better team.
Welcome back, Benchwarmers, and happy 2026. Happy New Year, Corey.
Yeah. Happy New Year. I totally forgot we're already in 2026. We missed Christmas and New Year's celebration. Yeah. We had a good time, but we're back here.
That's right. We're back. Back for football, and not just football. The best kind of football. We've been able to watch some good college football playoff games, some fun bowl games. And I do like college football. And, oh my gosh, was I elated on New Year's Eve. Oh, so relieved. Oh, so relieved. I love Miami, bro.
That text came in so fast for me when that game was over. I was like, damn, you didn't wait. Like, obviously it was over before it was over, but you didn't even wait for the final second. You just I was like, damn, that didn't take long.
I sent Corey a gif of, what's that guy's name?
Is it Pablo?
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to feel so stupid once I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel stupid for his name. What's the Nicolas Cage movie when he's smiling? He's in.
Who's Mandalorian? What's that guy's name?
Yeah, I don't know all this.
Okay, I'll look it up. Anyways,
Pablo something, right?
I
feel really dumb because
Pedro Pascal.
I knew there was a PP.
It's that gif of him like smiling in the convertible. That's me. That's what I sent Corey. I was just I was so happy, bro. I was so happy. So.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're going to talk about this time.
I was going to say, I forgot we were going to talk about that at all, or we were going to bring that up. But yeah, you're right. It did happen. It has happened. It's over. You can talk your shit now. It's all good.
Woo! Yeah. Go Blue. Okay. I know they didn't make the playoffs, but that's fine. And lost their bowl game. Ugh, but that's okay. Okay. Exactly. We're going to talk about NFL. However, I wanted to kind of talk to everybody here, the audience, and let everybody know life has been lifing a little bit. And I got some changes coming up in my life that is going to require me to take a slight step back from my current role here as co-host with Corey on Our Read from the Bench. I'm not disappearing completely, but it like 90-ish%. I just have a lot of stuff going on within the next couple of months, and I wouldn't be able to give my full everything to this podcast. And it's got just our two names on it, so I don't want to diminish the product just because I'm busy. And so I've kind of Corey and I've talked about it. I felt weird kind of doing it, but we've known each other forever, so it's not a big deal, and he understands life is life. But I'll try to hop in when I can, things like that. And Corey, I know that you and I have talked about how you're going to try to kind of keep it going, at least, and see if I can try to swindle my way back. You want to kind of let them know.
Absolutely. So we're going to keep it moving. Obviously, we'll finish out the football season, as you said, with you on a regular basis. And then after that, we'll kind of sprinkle you in when you have the time or the availability, depending on the topic or what's going on. But we will have other people kind of rotating in. Obviously, we've had Aaron on before, so he'll be jumping in. Loff has been on with us a couple times, so I've talked to him about it. I'm still trying to get other people to come on as guest interviews as well. So we're going to try some other things, and there's going to be some rotating. And even though it says Our View from the Bench, as Brendan knows and said, we don't have our names on it because it's whoever is here that day on the bench and what they want to share and talk about.
Exactly.
So whoever is here as a co-host, or if it's 3 of us or 4 of us or whatever, it is still Our View from the Bench. So we just want to make sure that everyone's aware of what's going to happen. But as Brendan said, he's not leaving ever for never coming back. It's just going to be a slightly lesser role, but we're going to still continue on and try some new things. And if anybody else has any ideas of topics or things they want to try, drop it in the comments and let us know.
Exactly. So appreciate everybody. Thank you for understanding. And again, I'll be in and out as much as possible. But Corey, especially thanks for you. This has been awesome. Again, it's not over. It's just a pause. You know what I mean? Yep, at least for me, it's not even over for you're not pausing at all. So, but yeah, just wanted to kind of share that. So make sure you keep on checking in for the football sessions up until the Super Bowl. So you got me for another month-ish, and we'll go from there. And we can even talk about more than just football over this next month. For our football season. So
absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe we try to jam in as many as we can in the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Exactly.
5 nights a week. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right. I do have other things, but yeah, down in general for sure. So just wanted to kind of note that. But before we get started into the NFL, if you're not already, don't forget, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss any one of the new episodes.
And if you like what you see here, please don't forget, slap that like button.
Come on, slap it for us. It's free. It's free for you. It's free for us. Helps out the channel a lot more than you probably think.
Hell yeah.
All right, my friend. Well, we got two main topics to talk about right now. We're going to skim through the first one quickly, kind of give our thoughts on it, and move on to the playoff predictions. We're going to start with headlines, and really the only headlines going in are who's made the playoffs and who's not coming back. So that's where we're going to start right there is who's not coming back. You've mentioned it before. I didn't even know what called this until recently. What's it called?
Black Monday.
Yes, Black Monday.
When everybody, if you're in the NFL, it's Sunday night going into that Monday, you always are on the edge a little bit. And we heard, Raheem Morris was fired Sunday afternoon or evening before the night was even over. He was the first one out. Browns fire Stefanski. The Raiders have let go Pete Carroll. It's a nice way to say they fired him. Cardinals fired Jonathan Gannon. And then the Ravens broke the world yesterday and fired John Harbaugh. Titans and Giants still have positions who they've already, fired during the season. So there's 7 openings. But yeah, Black Monday was a little rough, but there still could be more. You never know now with Harbaugh back in the booth.
Yeah. So I'm going to run down the list of the ones that make sense to me quickly, and then the ones that don't, and I'll tell you why and see if you agree and why or why not. Right. Falcons, that doesn't make any sense. Raheem Morris had the same record as the people who won the division. He was 8-9, just like everybody else. What?
And only 2 years, and I think both years like 7-10, 8-9. Like it's not like they were 2-14. Like they're right there. They beat the Rams on Monday night. That's a good team. So yeah, I don't know. They had all this momentum they could have built into, but
exactly. And it's not his fault. The GM decided to pay Kirk Cousins and draft a quarterback and move up to draft. Like, come on, bro. That's not
only that. Draft a quarterback with a huge injury history.
Right, an old quarterback and an injury-riddled rookie. What a genius idea. So I don't think he should have paid for the GM should have definitely been fired. I don't think Raheem Morris should have been fired. Stefanski, I think he's a good coach. Understandable. It is what it is.
Yep.
Right. Pete Carroll.
It's just one of those. It's run its course. They've had more success in Cleveland while he was there than they've had in the 20 years previous. But it is time to move on.
Totally agree. Pete Carroll, I think it's too early. I'll be honest. You gave him a freaking year, and he had no good quarterback to get. He had no time to build it. He had nothing. I'm like, whatever. But
I have one thought.
Okay.
Did Tom Brady go in there and decide, look, I'm going to do things my way and hire who I want? Or did he let them kind of do what they wanted and let them see how it works, and then it didn't, and then he realized, okay, my turn. Now I'm going to take over and hire who I want to do what. Just saying, just an idea.
It could be. And who he has lined up or who he thinks he's able to get. And this isn't a knock on Pete Carroll because he's an all-time legendary head coach in both college and the pros, especially with, obviously, the Super Bowl that he won in Seattle. That kind of solidifies it in the pro college game. Granted, he might have helped by paying for something, but everyone did it. He just got caught.
Yeah, I would say.
But he was a legend at USC. Absolute legend. So I just thought it was a little bit early. But the idea of maybe getting Brian Flores and Brian Daboll as head coach, offensive coordinator, I can understand the reward in letting Pete go for that opportunity. So, Cardinals firing Jonathan Gannon. Yes and no. I don't think he was doing terrible. We had Kyler, and Kyler sucks. So, but it's not like he got that much better. The defense was pretty good, and he was a defensive coordinator, so that was decent. So, indifferent. I don't think it was good or bad. Harbaugh. I think I'm with you on this. It's time. Right? Yeah. Especially with all the he's a great head coach. Yeah. Especially with all the stuff that was going around with Lamar about having them not getting along or not being on the same page, etc.
Yep.
And then Titans and Giants. Yeah. Maybe the Titans was a little early, but yeah. For sure.
It just wasn't working, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm excited that the Titans have a chance. I hope they get Harbaugh. I want Harbaugh. Okay. I want him and Lamar don't get along the last couple of years or whatever since they got him. It's been that Harbaugh doesn't have an offense built for a quarterback like Lamar, and Lamar can't stay healthy because he gets hit and beat up every year and can't play all the time. Why not go to Tennessee where you have a second-year quarterback right now, Cam Ward, who's a pocket passer, so you can build around what you like, and that's a style. We have number 5 pick, I think. You can get a wide receiver and get him a weapon, and then build the offense. The defense was I'd say 20 to 24 in ranking last year. Not great, but not terrible. So you get a good coordinator in there, a couple draft picks, free agents. We're in the AFC South, baby. We're right back in it.
He'll take care of special teams. So that's his specialty. So I mean, he's good there too.
The AFC South is not the big, AFC North battle that it is with Bengals and Steelers and all that. Like, It's AFC South.
Yeah,
Man,
Browns are
come down
tough.
here.
And you can say what you want about the Browns, but they are.
No, I
tough.
know. That's what I'm saying. That division beats you up and is
that's what I'm
physical. The
saying.
AFC South
Agreed.
is just kind of like a whatever division. Like no one's dominating it. No one has since Peyton Manning left it. So why not come down and take over in Tennessee? That's just my biased opinion, but whatever.
I see that. I can honestly. I think these are Falcons. Good setup. I think that's a good place to go. Raiders is actually, I think, better than they think. They got the number 1 overall pick. They got a great stadium. They have a gigantic fan base. They have momentum.
$100 million.
Oh, in cap space?
Cap space.
Holy, yeah. So I think the Raiders is a good spot to go. Ravens, obviously, just because it's a good organization. Titans for the points that you just laid out on why Harbaugh should go there. And Giants is actually, I think, is a pretty good spot to go, too. A lot of people talk about how the Mora family is a good ownership group.
Yep.
And it's a legendary team. Like, New York loves the Giants. They win Super Bowls. So it's mostly just Cardinals, Browns that I think are kind of just like, I mean, I guess.
And
if
if
you need to get your...
goes to the Giants, they have a running quarterback in Jackson Dart who couldn't get through a regular season, and then their running back got hurt and blew out his ankle because he's just that way of style of football. Like, why would Harbaugh go from one quarterback who runs and gets hurt to another one?
Imagine Harbaugh wants to be the ultimate like revenge guy, and he takes the Browns job, so he plays the Ravens twice a year and just tries to. You know what I mean?
He's got
Shador, young quarterback.
Pocket passer, okay.
Miles Garrett on the defense. I'm just saying.
Dude, that would be hilarious. I'm down now if he doesn't want to go to Tennessee.
If he does, you'll take him. But if he turns it down, go to Cleveland. That'd be crazy.
Go to the Browns.
I mean, hey, if he's a what is that? Culture setter, they need something.
They need a lot in Cleveland.
That's true. They do need a lot. Even when they have what they have, they still get rid of it. Baker Mayfield's a starting quarterback, and they say, nah. He won a playoff game for us that no one ever does? Yeah, we don't need him.
Yeah, you can go away.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Cleveland.
To each their own. So as they get hired, we'll be checking in, giving our opinion on the hire, but that's kind of where it stands. I think some decent places to go. I think some people shouldn't have been fired, and sometimes some of them it was time. So we'll see. We shall see. Let's now move on to the wild card round. Yes, baby. Let's go. Playoff weekend, first playoff weekend, wild card weekend. The full, obviously everyone probably knows who's in it. Ones are the Broncos and the Seahawks. They obviously have the first round bye, both with 14 wins, man. The Seahawks, bro, I mean, damn, you had them coming last. I had them coming in third. Wow. So
I didn't have Sam Darnold doing the same thing in a different city he did the year before.
Same. So. He's one of, what was it? I think.
Hey, you know what? Who was right about one pick, though?
The Lions.
You got last in the NFC North.
The Lions.
Woo!
You're right. Barely, but yeah, you were right.
Hey, Lions, baby. Called it.
Yeah. The whole division was extremely good. Having everybody basically be at 500. I understand that's not possible anymore with the 17, but if you're 8, 9, 9, and 8, that's at 500 as much at 500
as you can be without.
Without it, yeah, exactly. So you're right. That wasn't me, by the way. That wasn't me saying like I can't believe you shot the Seahawks for being.
No, I know.
I'm glad you defended yourself with the Lions because you were right. And first place Bears.
Called it. I think I have that whole division in the
no, you had no. You had.
I have Vikings
first.
And
no, we both had the Packers first. That was the only problem.
Dang it. All right, well, whatever. I'll take my.
Other than that, if you switch those two, you were right. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with on the Saturday games. We're just going to basically kind of go in the order that they are. Rams are at the Panthers, 1:30 afternoon Pacific time on Fox. Rams are giant favorites, which I truly don't understand. Well, I do and I don't. I do in the sense that I think they're the better team. I don't in the sense that they already lost to this team this year, and they're on the road.
In Carolina.
And they're on the road. So the other caveat is it's hard to beat the same team twice in a year. Okay, well then I guess that would give a little bit of a benefit to the Rams. But I don't know. I think this is actually going to be a lot better of a game than people think. I'm actually happy the Panthers made it in. I know I had the Bucs the entire season. And I am a Baker Bucs fan.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of happy the Panthers kind of made it in. Like Bryce Young is doing something. From a tumultuous first season to, okay, that's not terrible. That's I think he's kind of stepping up. And
in a weird way, him and the coach Canales are both from Southern California, so they get to play against the Rams in their first playoff game. Kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So the 10.5 point spread is a lot to me. I can, if you want to have the Rams favored, so be it. But what is your rule on you get what at home? A field goal?
If you're the home team, typically you get a 3-point favorite right off the bat. So the fact that it's 10.5, the road team, that's It's kind of like
That's
a
a lot.
13.5 or spread. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I do actually think I know we're not picking against the spreads right here, but I do think that the Rams will win. I just don't think it's by 10.5. Who do you have taking this matchup?
Okay, see, I kind of feel what you're thinking there, but then I think about Bryce Young's never played in a playoff game. They're going against McVay and Shula, and Matthew Stafford is not going to want to embarrass himself in Carolina like he
Devontae's
did
been
6
sitting
weeks
out
ago.
resting.
Yeah, he has. So he's going to be ready. Puka, like the Rams, this
Is
is kind of
Puka.
what they do. They get to the playoffs, they win a game typically each year, at least one, get to the second round under McVay. Like they just don't lose. And I think Canales, and sometimes ignorance is bliss. You don't know what you don't know, so you go in
True.
and shock the world. But the fact that the Rams were there 6-7 weeks ago and lost, and they're coming back, and I know it's supposed to be a little wet and rainy, but not insane. So unless it's like a thunderstorm and they can't hold on to the ball, I think Stafford's going to go out and ball out, and the Rams are going to win. I don't know if they'll win by the spread
By
10.5,
11.
but at least a touchdown, and then maybe having the ball and kneeling it out at the end, so they could have made it more. But I definitely think the Rams are going to get out of there with a win.
Okay, I'm kind of with you on like a 27-20 kind of thing, like a touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So Rams, we both have the Rams. Okay, that's a good start.
Of course. Knew that
Okay.
one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the Saturday evening game. This is a rematch, well, a rematch because obviously they're the same division. They split this season. They each won at home, I believe. This one is Packers at Bears. 1.5 point favorite for the Bears, which also leads more towards the Packers if we're following that 3-point line that you mentioned. How do you see this one kind of going? I know these are your two teams from the AFC North, right? You
Yeah.
have the Packers 1 and the Bears 2. I mean, how do you see? Obviously, they've switched in final standings, but how do you see the game playing?
My initial thought was the Bears, Packers. But the more I think about it, like the Bears won that game, the second one, for the split. But they won at the end with the onside kick and like all the miraculous to get there. It wasn't like they beat them handily. So
Right.
for some reason in my world, I'm like, okay, it's kind of like a loss. And usually when you lose to the same division team twice, if you play them a third time in the playoffs, that's when you get the revenge. So I feel like this is going to be the Bears' revenge game because they feel like they got that win, but it wasn't like they, like they want to dominate and show the Packers that they're better. So I feel like being at home, Caleb's first playoff game, Ben Johnson as a coordinator, did it with Detroit, been to an NFC title game. So I don't think the team as a whole. Kevin Byard, by the way, has had a miraculous second coming in Chicago this year after all that crap we gave him in Philly the last year or two. So
Well, because he didn't do shit. You freaking the
no, I
freaking
rightfully
Eagles
so
traded
we
for
gave him
him,
shit, but he has reemerged as a great player. So I don't know. I just feel like the Bears are going to come in hungry, and I think they're going to win. I don't know if they're going to win by more than a touchdown, but it come down to a field goal at the end. But for some reason, I feel like the Bears are going to get the Packers out of here. I don't know. The Packers kind of just limping into the playoffs. Love has not looked
That
good.
I agree.
I feel like so. I don't know. Caleb and them just they don't quit. So unless you get up early by 21 points, I don't see them going away. And somehow they're going to get out of there. Oh, they're going to get a home victory in Chicago. I don't know how you're feeling about the Packers and Bears, but
let's see. That's a good question. So the leader in turnovers this year, as far as for the defensive standpoint, was the Bears. They were they had the most turnovers. Now that does include Kevin Byard's league leading 7 interceptions.
Right.
So, but what I guess what I'm trying to get to, I can't find the freaking stats for it.
Wait a minute, he had 7. The Jets as a team couldn't get one in 17 games.
Correct.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is actually correct. Sadly, QB interceptions. But what I'm trying to say is, I think Jordan Love takes the ball. Takes care of the ball is what I was going for. I'm trying to find 13 middle of the pack as far as who's due. Oh wait, no, that's yards. Let's go interceptions. Oh, dude, yeah, Jordan Love is way down there. He's only thrown 6 interceptions all season. So
okay, that's
by comparison, Geno Smith has thrown 17. So yeah,
yikes.
Sam Darnold has thrown 14. By the way, I don't know what they're doing. But so what I'm saying is Jordan Love kind of takes care of the ball. So what I think the weakness is for the Bears is their lack of experience, kind of like what we were talking about with the Panthers. This is Ben Johnson's, not necessarily Ben Johnson's first time in the playoffs. Obviously, he made some decent runs, and by decent I mean like maybe won a game or two with the Lions. But he's never done it as a head coach, and I don't know if he's going to be too busy doing everything as opposed to just being able to focus on the offense like he was able to do in Detroit. Caleb's first one. Okay, well, Caleb's looked good this regular season, but his first season, he didn't. Maybe his first postseason, he won't either. The other is Matt LaFleur and what the Packers did to the Cowboys just, 2 years ago on the road, right? So the road doesn't bother them. They're familiar with this opponent. And actually, what you said about the loss/win for the Bears makes complete sense. However, the caveat that I'll say, I'll play devil's advocate is, technically it was a win. So, in my opinion, Packers loss or win, loss, win. I'm going to take the Pack to win in Chicago. It's going to be close, though, bro. It's like a 24-23, 24-21. Like, it's going to be a close game. So, in my opinion, that's my prediction.
7:00 Eastern in Central Time Zone in Chicago? It's gonna be cold.
Ooh, yes, it will. Yes, it will. So, all right. Moving on to so we split there actually. Okay, so Rams for both of us. You Bears, me Packers. Okay. All right. Moving on to Sunday morning game, 10:00 Pacific. Love waking up to a nice, perfect.
Yeah, I hated that while I was in Ohio. That was stupid.
Oh, that's true.
1:00 on a Sunday. What the heck are we doing?
What are we doing all morning?
What a waste of time.
Time for church, bro. Time for church. All right. Bills at Jags. I think you already know where I'm going with this one. So I'll have you start.
Well, I debated back and forth because Trevor Lawrence and the Jags have been playing really well. And I hate to say that as a Titans fan. They've been hot, playing well. Everything's jiving. And Buffalo, they were hot early and then they fell apart. So now they're here in a wild card. They're not in the division winner and they screwed that up and let New England get it. So
that's insane. Yeah. But
this feels like the time where everyone's like, oh, well, the Bills aren't as good as they used to be. And even without Mahomes in there and Lamar in there and Burrow, like they're just going to fight. I don't know. I feel like the Bills are going to go down there and win in Jacksonville and make the Jags really sad. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Josh Allen goes down there, takes care of business, and I kind of think they beat them big, like by 14-17. I don't think it's close.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. This is where the experience portion kind of comes in, and that's what the Bills have in handfuls. Trevor Lawrence has had a comeback. They were down pretty big, I think.
Yeah, but that's a Chargers. It doesn't count.
I'm just saying.
Chargers just charging. It's like Clippers.
That's true. Well, no, you're right. You're right. The Bills have won a ton of Super Bowls, and they do make the championship. Oh, wait, no, they haven't done shit either. Okay, just double check. No, but Josh Allen's obviously legendary, reigning MVP. Not obviously this year. I think that one's kind of going to Stafford, but he's a great player. But kind of like what you said. Now I couldn't either. Maybe a couple here and there, but that's pretty much the only person you named was Josh Allen. Now, granted, in the playoffs, it's kind of all you need sometimes as a quarterback. I think it's going to be close. I'm hoping, and that's why I'm picking Jags. Jags take this one. I think it'll be close, but I just think that the defense is really rolling right now, which is something that the Bills don't have that they're used to having. True. And Trevor Lawrence hasn't looked this good since Clemson.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We're both thinking the same thing. Okay.
It's hard not to. I mean, ever since he got to the NFL, he had Urban Meyer the one year, and that went off the rails. And then they had Doug Peterson. That didn't work. He got hurt. Liam Cohen, we all thought Duval, that guy wasn't going to be good, but here we are. So.
Here we are. Yeah, I mean, he really turned the team around. Trevor's got a lot of experience. They have they got weapons galore with Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter and Travis Etienne. And Which
is why they're going to do what the Jaguars do, and they're going to lose.
Okay, all right. I guess we'll see. So we're splitting it on this one. Okay, that's good. I'm glad we're not all the same. That's great. Okay, let's move on to the afternoon game. This one is a repeat NFC Championship game from 3 years ago?
4 years sounds ago? Right, yeah. 2 years ago?
Niners at Eagles. Yeah, well, yeah, no, you're right. It wouldn't have been 4 because Brock Purdy was there. That's when he hurt his arm.
Yeah.
He went to go throw the pass, and I think it was one of the linebackers.
And the quarterback came in, and he got hurt, so Purdy went back out because he couldn't throw the ball. It was a terrible game.
It was a crazy way to end, but we're rematching Niners at Eagles. Eagles were still able to maintain that 3 seed just because the rest of the NFC South is so bad. But here we are. They are hosting the Niners. I won't say they're limping into the playoffs, but they haven't looked great to finish the season. They had a couple wins, but none of them like quality. I mean, they beat the Commanders and the Giants. You're like, oh, wow, fantastic game. Like, duh, you should. Yeah. So I don't really know how I feel about this one.
Quarterback for both probably because the Giants have been healthy with Dart and
True.
Daniel's been out all year for the most part.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So as much as I hate this with all my being, my stupid sister. This is for you, Brianna. I think the Niners are going to take this. I think they're going to Philly. I think this is where the road for the Niners does stop. but I think they're going to Philly, and I think they're gonna pull an upset. Christian McCaffrey healthy is literally all you need, and that's what he's got. And not only is Christian McCaffrey not only is Christian McCaffrey healthy, George Kittle's back. Juwan Jennings looks decent. Ricky
Trent
Pearsall.
Williams supposed to be playing. That's a big.
I don't know. That is a big one. Yeah. He did sit out the last game, so I don't know if that was just to kind of rest him for the next one or if it's an actual.
Well, no, he
injury.
started the last game. Oh no, wait, it's at the Monday night game I was watching. Sorry, the Monday night game the week before. He started, and then on the first play of the game, he felt something, so they took him out. So they probably did rest him in week 18. Still,
yeah. So that's a big question mark, but I think the person who kind of filled in did okay. I think so. Well, I guess we'll see, right? I mean, they were playing the Seahawks, bro. I mean, it's a tough game. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's it's like, oh well, they were playing the Cardinals. No, that was the Rams. I got to play the Cardinals. That's why they won by 20. It was a battle for the first place, and the Seahawks are good. So it is what it is. But so I'm taking the Niners in this one. What do you think?
Well, you're right about the Niners limping into the play. They've been limping into the playoffs all year in general because I don't even know how they're still here with 12 wins. It doesn't make any sense with all the injuries they've had. And Brock Purdy was out for like 6 weeks, and Mac Jones is like, what is happening?
Yeah,
Shanahan. If it wasn't for Liam Cohen doing in Jacksonville or Vrabel in New England what he's doing, I think Shanahan should get Coach of the Year because of all the injuries they've had.
True,
and the fact that they're still here. So that being said, I don't think they're going to go into Philly and win. I feel like even though Philly looks weird and awkward the last month, that defense is still the only thing that's good, and they're at home. And I feel like if they can get into Purdy early and get him hard and get him off his point, then everything else falls down from there for the Niners. It doesn't matter if McCaffrey's out there. It doesn't matter if Kittle's out there. But Trent Williams at left tackle is a huge deal because he is the best in the game. So if he's not playing, I definitely feel better about my Eagles pick, but I'm going Eagles regardless. I just feel like they're not going to go into the playoffs as the defending champs and lose at home. They're going to have to go on the road in the second round and lose there. That's just
okay.
I feel like just the heart of a champion, as Rudy Tomjanovich would say. Never underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, I guess we shall see. You're going against Bang Bang Niner Gang?
Yeah, I'm not a Niner fan.
You're going against Glock Purdy and Mac 10?
Glock Purdy? That's what they're calling him? Oh, God.
Yeah, shout out to my sister for her fun 49er puns.
Hey, Brianna, get a better team. They've never won a Super Bowl in since 1993 or 2, whatever it was.
1994.
God.
I only remember that because everyone gives the Cowboys the shit. Oh, you guys haven't won since 95. You realize the Niners haven't won since the year before that.
The year before that.
Now, granted, they've gone to the Super Bowl a couple times. They make deep playoff runs. They always have a good record. They're not the 500 team that the Cowboys are, so I give them those props. But just so we're all on the same page, it's been 1 year longer for the 49ers, okay?
True. Good point. I like it.
All right, so we're split on that one. So far, the only one we picked the same is the freaking Rams.
I was going to say, I'm surprised here that we're split.
I thought we were going to have a little bit more. All right.
Well, let's see how we do on the Sunday night matchup.
The Sunday night, I don't know. I think we might be on the same page because you already kind of showed your hand, maybe, I think, earlier when you were talking crap about the Jags. Patriots hosting the Chargers. And by talking crap, I obviously don't mean literally, just like giving you a little thing. Patriots hosting Chargers, favored by 3.5 points. I'm going with Foxborough, baby. Home of the Pats. Drake May's looking good. Dude, Mike Vrabel has this team playing out of their minds. As long as Stephon Diggs isn't beating people up and getting charged for it, I think we'll be all right. He looks pretty good. Travion Henderson looks pretty good. Ramondre Stevenson looks really good. Drake May's making receivers I've never heard of look great. Kevin Bouye? Who's this guy? Great guy. I like
any of them are.
Exactly. So I think that they're going to roll. The Chargers are kind of limping. Literally, I've seen the way Herbert's been playing with his hand. It's like it's an egg. Yeah, he's been protecting it more than anything in his whole life. And I understand, bro, it's a broken hand. Why wouldn't you want to protect it?
Yeah.
But for those types of reasons, the way that Vrabel knows Patriots are going to be at home, it's going to be cold. As much as I really like Harbaugh and I'm trying to root for LA teams, not when you're playing the Patriots. I have the Patriots kind of taking this one. I say they cover the 3.5. What about you?
Yeah, I'm with you there. And again, it's hard because Vrabel versus Harbaugh. It's like, man, I don't know. They're both great coaches, obviously, but it's the Chargers. And like you said, Herbert's half a quarterback right now. When he does run, I feel like he's so worried about his hand, as you said, that it really doesn't give him the capability to just play football. He's too worried about it. Rightfully so, as you said, not
totally
knocking him.
Broken hand, bro. Yeah.
And, they just, I don't know, the offensive line has been beat up all year. So even if they have a starting line, it's probably going to rotate or change during the game because that just seems to be the Chargers' issue this year. And the defense is okay, but yeah, I'm with you. I think Vrabel has them ready. I think they're confident. And, they'd say, not Mac Jones. Drake May has no experience in the playoffs, which, understandable.
True.
But Vrabel's got a ton. And so
And
does
how
that
much does Justin
coaching
Herbert
staff,
have? No
Daniels
offense.
and them. So
True.
they're not going to let the moment be bigger than it needs to be. They're going to keep everybody in check. And, Vrabel is a former Patriot, as you said himself, and won in there and knows how to do it the Patriot way. So they're going to be fine. Now, it might be 10 or 12 points that they win by because I just don't know if the Chargers are going to have enough when it's all said and done. And I don't know what the weather's like, but you mentioned it's in Foxborough. It's going to be cold at 8 o'clock at night back there. So I can't imagine it's going to be fun. And if Herbert gets hit hard and that hand hits the hard ass turf, that's
cold
turf.
Shit,
it's not going to be good. So yeah, I'm with you. I think the Pats are going to take care of business. And I kind of like Vrabel as a former Titans coach, so I'm always rooting.
True.
Unless they're playing the Titans.
All right, so we're back on the same page. All right. I actually think we might finish on the same page.
Let's see if we do 3. Let's see if we get this 6.
I think we might be 50-50 here. So let's move to the Monday night game. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why this is the Monday night game.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, there's a lot better matchups.
Saying, there's just better matchups. Like Niners Eagles. I don't even like those two teams, but they'd be a better matchup. Packers Bears would be a better matchup. Rams Panthers, but I don't like any. But I don't know. Texans Steelers right now. Texans are favored by 3 on the road in Pittsburgh after they kind of didn't make the playoffs, but then did make the playoffs.
Oh man, that was the weirdest game. My
Dude,
gosh.
Seriously. What a great Sunday night game. What a great way to wrap up the insane 2025 season. You just literally add more insanity to it. But yeah, Steelers hosting the Texans. I had a feeling the Steelers were going to take it. We both thought the Ravens might be able to sneak in. But by the time this actual game kind of came to fruition, I was like, I think the Steelers might just grab this one. Barely. It wasn't even their fault. They literally lucked into it.
The NFL probably loves that ending even more so because the fact that they could have kicked the field goal and won if he would have made it by 1 because the guy missed the extra point.
Yep.
Like it's just like
you can't write it.
Moving that extra point back and makes it they're like that decision is even more like great better. Because it's making all these games just that much crazier at the end. And I feel so bad for that guy missing that field goal at the end of the game too. My God,
you saw Chris Boswell went up to him as he was the other kicker. He's like, "Hey, bro, it is what it is, man." You know what I mean? Like,
Boswell's I've been in this thing for 12 years, bro. Just trust me, you're gonna make some, you're gonna miss some, but
it just so happened you missed the really important.
Now you got John Harbaugh fired. Way to go, good job, kid.
But hey, at least you didn't make me look as bad. All right, good game. Yeah.
Yeah, you saved my job this year.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro, because I was about to lose it. Okay. So Texans, Steelers, you go first. I've been kind of going first.
All right, Texans, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers has not looked good. I know DK Metcalf is coming back, but I don't know if that'll matter at this point. The Texan defense is really, really, really good. D'Amico Ryans has been fantastic since they've hired him. They've made the playoffs every year he's been there, which for Houston is awesome. So good for them. Yeah, they're going to win. The Texans are going to beat the Steelers. I just don't think the Steelers have enough. PJ Watt is playing, but is he really he's not 100% with the whole lung thing. I mean, he looked good last week, but
True.
I don't know, the second week of it, maybe it's the re-injury or pull. I don't know. Just that he doesn't look like himself out there, and I don't expect him to. Joey Porter's good, but I don't know. I feel like CJ Stroud's he hasn't been as good as his rookie year as
I totally agree.
Years ago. But he has, if you look slowly this year, kind of just stayed pat. He hasn't been terrible. He hasn't been fantastic, but he's been just okay. So as long as he just doesn't turn the ball over and the Texan defense doesn't let Aaron Rodgers do anything, which if he doesn't throw the ball in a second and a half, he's going to get sacked. So there's going to be a lot of side and slants and dumps and stuff. That's the only way.
Jaylen Warren is going to be busy.
Yes, if you can keep the Steeler defense or the offense just kind of at pat and keep Aaron Rodgers running for his life, I think the Texans get out of there with a win. And honestly, I think it's by 14. I just don't think the Steelers are going to have enough. And I think Houston might even just score a pick six, a fumble. They might not even score an offense. And it might just be all defensive scoring. But Texans are going in and winning.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you with 90% of what you said. I want to touch on the CJ Stroud thing. To your point, first in the league, oh my gosh. Next year in the league, what the heck happened? This year, right in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So totally agree. And that honestly, as much as I want him to be the superstar, I'm a big CJ Stroud fan, local guy, Christ follower. But sometimes you just have to do what you need to do and not try to do extra in order to, because
Correct.
really when it comes down to it, it's not about the stats you put up, it's the wins you have. You know what I mean? It's a team sport. There's 52 other guys out there that aren't relying on you to put up X amount of yards, X amount of touchdowns, X amount of passing percentage or passer rating. They're counting on you to make the right play and we'll go and win games. And that's what CJ Stroud has basically been doing this season.
Yep.
And this team looks really dangerous. He's lost pretty much all of his favorite weapons. He never got Joe Mixon this entire season. Tank Dell did not play one snap. His Nico Collins was in and out of the lineup a little bit. His best running back was freaking Nick Chubb. Like, that guy has torn every freaking muscle in his both knees ever.
I'm surprised he could walk at this point.
Sadly, bro, I root for the guy, but it is what it is. So, but all in all, that defense is scary, and the way that the Steelers' offense is set up, they need time. They don't have time, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be pissed all game long. He's going to be pissed if he's not getting those screens, which even the screens, bro. So what? So they get 4 yards here, 2 yards there. Now it's third and 4. You get sacked. Okay, punt. I mean, if they can hold the Steelers to field goals, they should be winning games. It should be fairly easy. Sadly, I don't know about 14. I'm with you. Double digit. I'll go 10. I'll go with 10 points.
It's gonna be. I'm just like they didn't score a ton against the Ravens, and the Raven defense this year has been okay. They're going against the best defense in football. Like, they are going to shut them down. I don't think the Steelers are going to get very much, if at all. And Aaron Rodgers is going to get annoyed, and we're going to watch him for 3 quarters, like pointing at everybody else like it's their fault, because it's never his fault ever. It's never Aaron Rodgers' fault. It's always everybody else not doing the right thing.
Correct. And he might have a point sometimes.
Yes, but I'm not saying all of it is his fault, but there are times where it can be your fault, and you should stop blaming everyone else.
Exactly. I have a feeling Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson. That's right, Will Anderson?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, are going to have 2 sacks by halftime each.
Oh, okay.
They're just
he's not worried about Myles Garrett getting a landmark one, so he'll probably try to just play football next week.
What an idiot, bro. Why even talk about? And honestly, bro, what is that? Who cares if you're the last one? You know who should be embarrassed? The one who has the most. If you got sacked 5 times by Myles Garrett that week.
If he got it on you in week 17, he's probably going to get another one in week 18. So you're not the last one. You're just the one in order to the last one.
I like Joe Burrow's take on it. I'm just going to play the game. Like, if he gets the sack on me, he gets a sack on me. If sometimes that might be the better play than me throwing it away.
That's great coming from Burrow, but his coach got mad. They stopped the game to like celebrate the moment. Bro, fighting for your life. You got 6 wins. You're not even making the playoffs. What do you mean fighting? It's just a game. Relax.
Yeah,
get over it.
Seriously. Yeah, chill. Let the guy have his moment. Yeah, honestly, Zach Taylor. I'm surprised Zach Taylor still has a job. To be honest.
Good point.
Anyways, yeah, that's football. That's football playoffs. I'm super stoked for it. I love football. It's sad that it's over in a sense, right? The regular season means it's dwindling to its end. But this is the best time of the year, bro. This is the best time. It's just the beginning part of the year. Sports are starting to wrap up. Championships. We got college football playoffs. We got NFL playoffs. We got basketball's getting intense. We've got baseball's coming up.
We got an Olympics coming up here.
Yeah, the Winter Olympics is it's true, very true. So we got a lot going on, and I'm excited for it. But here to talk about football, I'm excited for it. Thank you, man. Again, this is coming to a slight pause for me, but not forever.
Nope, definitely not. You're always going to be here and welcome, obviously, to come back.
That's right. Always will. But let us know down in the comments below who you've got winning some of these games on Wild Card Weekend. Did your team make the playoffs, and are they winning this weekend? Let us know.
I'll tell you now, my team did not make the playoffs. We're looking for a coach. We already talked about it. But hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at RVUFTB. And as Brennan said, who do you got winning? Is there an upset? Do you think maybe the Rams are not going to cover the spread? Because that is a lot. 10.5 is a lot for a road team. I'm just saying.
No, that's true. It's true.
But football weekend, man. And as always, appreciate you all for stopping by.
And seeing things from RV from the bench. Remember, nobody loves you. Jesus loves you. Peace.
This was a Sycamore Fourth Studios production.